G'day gang, GameolioDan here, how you going? We're back in the Elder Scrolls Online Greymoor. Alright, so now that we've taken care of those quests, let's go and see... Morg. Maug. Maugie. He's been waiting.
You know how long I've been standing here?
A long time. I'm here, mate, let's go.
I've been standing out here for the better part of 3/4 of the contents of this mug. Don't you know it's rude to keep people waiting?
Why are you waiting for me?
Why, indeed. Svanna wishes to speak with you in the Lonely Troll, and she's banished me from the place until I find you. She's been terribly depressed since the events at the palace. Even refuses to drink with me. You can imagine such a thing.
Do you know what Svanna wants to talk to me about?
Not specifically, but I'm quite sure it has something to do with fulfilling her promise to you. She's adamant about pleading your case to the High King. Anyway, I've done my duty. Now I can go back to my favorite location, the tavern.
I'll go to the Lonely Troll and I'll speak to Svanna. Interesting you get that.
Keep it down. You'll wake the dead.
Interesting you get that little bit there. Because I could have spoken to her immediately. And missed out on that.
See you in solitude, stranger.
Hey, buddy. Alright, in we go. Svanna?
Thank the gods. If I had to sit in here one more moment without a drink in my hand, I'd lose my mind. But I promised myself I wouldn't touch this stuff. Not a drop until this Ice Reach Coven business is finished.
I was told you wanted to talk to me.
I do. I know you and Lyris have risked your lives for my kingdom, despite being met with suspicion and contempt. You counted on my mother to be your advocate, to convince my father the threat is real. I'm no substitute, but I'll speak for you.
Will the High King listen to you?
My father hasn't listened to a word I've said since I was old enough to talk. But with Mother gone, someone has to make him see reason. She tried to teach me, you know, but I never paid attention. I guess I'm more like my father than I thought.
The Coven isn't acting alone. Someone called the Ashen Lord commands vampires and werewolves.
That makes it even more important that he heeds your warning and takes action. All of the holds are in danger. Hothingar, Hjalmarch, Carthald. My father needs to do something before another storm strikes. Meet me at the Blue Palace, all right?
I'll meet you at the Blue Palace.
I just need a moment to think about how to approach this. Consider the words to use. My courtly manners are a bit rusty, and I've never been much for diplomacy and fancy speeches. Shore's bones, I could use a drink.
Are you sure you're up to talking to the High King?
I'm not sure of anything. If I don't do this, though, I'll never forgive myself if something terrible befalls the kingdom.
Just get the High King to hear us out and we'll take care of the rest.
Right. Easy as honey-baked pie. It's not like you came here at the behest of his most hated rival or anything. Look, I'll do my best to get him to listen. You have my word on that.
Watching your mother die in front of you must have been devastating. Do you need some time?
It feels like I've been shattered into 1,000 pieces and swept under a rug. But I don't have time to mourn right now, not with the kingdom in danger. Now, let's go talk to my father before I change my mind.
Alright. Let's get it happening.
Good luck, Mog.
Forget luck. I suggest a slug of Kindle Pitch whiskey. You'll need it to stand up to your father.
Good pep talk? Alright, let's go.
Pleased to see you in solitude, stranger.
Alright, Fenrir. It's like 2 times is enough. That's it.
I have a unique opportunity for scholastic research today. It'll keep you warm.
Okay, we got 3 daily quests over here.
Help out, Apostle.
A fascinating application of the technique.
Greymoor, I also gotta talk to you, don't I? Got some things to do here in solitude. But first, we'll go and talk to the High King.
You would have me spread my forces across the realm to search for nightmares you dredged up from a bottle?
It's not.
Or should I say, the whispers of eastern vipers tickling your ears?
But Mother!
Enough! Then next you come before me to vomit up your counsel. Make sure it doesn't stink of treason.
Svanna. Let's talk about this.
Damn the man. He wouldn't let me get a word in edgewise. Mother always knew how to talk to him. Me, not so much.
Tell me how your mother would have handled that.
Mother had a way with Father, but she could be just as stubborn. If she wanted something done and he wouldn't oblige, she'd do it herself. Time to take her lessons to heart, I guess. If my father won't take a stand, then I suppose it's up to me.
What do you have in mind?
Our kingdom consists of 3 holds. Halfingar, Hjalmarch, and Karthald. I need to warn them. The Jarls might listen, even if my father won't. I'm the daughter of the High King, after all. Time to start acting like one. Will you come with me?
I'll accompany you to see the Jarls.
We should visit Jarl Redharn of Hjalmarch first. If we can convince him of the threat, at least his hold can take steps to protect itself. We'll find him in his hall in Morthal. I'll leave word for Lyris with Mog, so she'll know where to find us.
Do you think you can get Jarl Redharn to listen to us?
Honestly, I don't know. But Jarl Redharn tempers his warrior nature with a kindness not often seen in people of his stature. Besides, he's always had a soft spot for me ever since his daughter and I played together at moots and other gatherings.
Have you and your father never gotten along?
I remember a time when we were all happy together. Him and Mother and I. Seems like a long time ago. At some point, he became more and more involved with the trappings of power. He was more interested in being the High King than my father.
But you got along with your mother?
I tried, but interaction with my father made it difficult. She wanted us to be a family. But the High King wanted a queen and a princess. Eventually, he stopped ordering me to attend royal functions. It was my one victory in our relationship.
Right. Well, we're going to Morthal. I guess I could go back. Oh, I might as well just go back to the Waste Shrine. Save myself 149 coins. Look at that sky.
What is it?
A beautiful night sky. Alright, anyway, let's get to that Waste Shrine. There is actually another quest here. Seeking brave souls and able bodies. Yeah, so we've got 2 things to do here. Right, but first, to Morthal. Jarl Redharn.
Lucky Mog passed along your message. I would have hated to miss all this mud.
Why does the Princess of Solitude grace my humble hall with her royal presence? Are you here on behalf of the High King?
I've come to warn you, Jarl Redharn.
Warn me? I already received orders from your father. What more is there to say?
Orders? Right. But you need to prepare the hold's defenses.
And what must we defend ourselves against this time? More urns and fetishes?
Please, Jarl Redharn, let my friend explain. The threat to our holds is worse than you can imagine.
You're the one my wife spoke of. the one who returned our daughter to us. I owe you my deepest gratitude. For that, you have my ear. So, tell me of this danger that threatens our realm.
The Icereach Coven can summon deadly magical storms. One storm already destroyed Kilgreath Temple.
We're not Daedra worshippers. Our blood's hot enough to boil a blizzard. We've got more pressing concerns than some northern squall. We received Svargrim's orders, promptly ignored them, and immediately ran afoul of a gaggle of Reachmen.
High King Svargrim sent orders?
The High King sent a royal decree, said to leave any strange objects or fetishes we spotted around the hold alone. They were dangerous, he said. Just so happens we found a few. I had my soldiers destroy them. That's when we encountered the Reachmen.
Sounds like the Icereach Coven's ritual items. Tell me about the Reachmen you encountered.
The barbarians reacted poorly when we destroyed the strange witch sticks. We beat them back and chased them into the nearby barrow. But that was the last I heard from my soldiers. Since you dealt with this before, would you investigate the barrow?
I'll go to the barrow and find out what happened to your soldiers.
If I were a few years younger and had more soldiers to spare, I'd march east to the Morthal Barrow and deal with the sorceress nonsense myself. But I'm not. I don't. And I have other responsibilities. Take this key. It will get you into the barrow.
Tell me more about the witch sticks you said you found and destroyed.
They were tall, ugly things, covered in strange runes, fetishes, and a poultice that smelled like rotting fungus. They had been set up around the town. My soldiers assumed they'd find one at the barrow, but instead they sent word of the Reachmen.
Princess Varna has been trying to convince her father to take action against this threat.
Really? Last I heard, the princess was more interested in... No, I won't indulge in idle gossip. Svanna carries herself well. Not with the grace of her mother, but she has the swagger of a warrior. I wish I could say the same about my daughter.
How is your daughter doing?
She's as well as can be expected. With that damned curse broken, her health has recovered, but the gloom it left behind still hangs over her. But enough of the past. We have troubles enough in the present to deal with.
You know what I hate about Nord barrows? Draugr. Let's make this quick.
Tell me about Draugr.
The servants of the ancient dragon priests, awakened from death by magic or a curse or some such. They're known to haunt barrows and sometimes appear in the halls of the dead. They're tougher and smarter than typical zombies, so be on your guard.
All right.
I knew the Jarl would be reasonable, and it was good to hear my father has finally taken action. If he sent orders about the witch pikes, he at least heard some of what I said. Go check on the barrow. I need to tell the Jarl about my mother.
Okay. Before we go over there, though, I just want to check. Aha! It's not what I was looking for. Shriek of Silk and Ordvus Vossa Saddle. The enchanted frogs that produce its sound may long have died. I wanted to check on her, actually, but she is...
What?
Not about. But that was a nice bonus. Alright. Okay, on our way. So we're going down this road. It's good when people recognize what you had done in the past and bring that into the conversation. The soldiers are here.
That mound? That's the barrow. The entrance will be down below.
Keep back! The barrow is unsafe.
Jarl Redharn sent us. What happened here?
Reachmen. Let's talk if you want details.
Labyrinthian.
Out of 10, the cynics are right.
Public dungeon. Okay, let's chat.
You, sir! The barrow is off limits. We are here to make sure nothing gets in or out, and will do so by any means necessary.
Jarl Redharn sent us. He said he hasn't heard from the soldiers he sent to the barrow.
I did not want to spare the soldiers I had left to send a message. We destroyed a number of strange sticks set up on the outskirts of town. When we reached the barrow, we spotted a few Reach barbarians. I sent word and we charged after them.
Then what happened?
A storm appeared in the barrow, if you can believe such a thing. It was foul magic, almost certainly. Soldiers began changing around me, dying or falling into a stupor. Some turned into monsters, and then the Draugr clawed out of their graves.
Did you see one of those strange sticks in the barrow?
We never made it that far inside, and when the storm hit, it was all I could do to get out and seal the door behind us. If the Jarl sent you, and you're intent on entering the barrow, I won't stop you. But if you emerge as a monster...
That won't happen. Where's Lyris? Oh, Lyris already went. She's already in. She take the key or something. Morthal Barrow? We avoid the barrow outside Morthal. It's haunted, don't you know? The Jarl even makes us patrol the area on a regular basis because the ancient dead have a habit of getting up and walking around. Very uncalled for, but things like that happen. Well, Lyris, let's go. Left or right? I am close to the power I seek. The Nords and their insipid burial sites leave the dead open for pillaging and pilfering by any fool with a sword. It is a wonder that the tombs scattered across the frozen land have anything left of value in them after all these centuries. But this went beyond all my hopes and expectations. The dragon priests of Nord legend possess masks that bestow incredible power upon the wearer. The challenge, of course, is separating each from its owner. The priest in this particular ruin, who I came to know as Mordecai, is kept sealed in a restless slumber by protective wards. I must first crack these before I can unearth the dragon priest himself. The lumbering undead in this ruin seem blind to the very presence of the warding fires, suggesting that they cannot affect them in any way. I, however, am no common skeleton or shambling corpse. It shall not be an overly difficult task to undo the magic on the warding flames, with a precise application of the proper reversal spells. And unless the Draugr start learning how to light torches and manage to trip into one of the braziers, the flames will stay extinguished long enough for me to finish the job. Oh, here we go. Lyris, come on! Totally bowled her over. Knock him down. Got a Ravager over there. Oh, there's something here. Ruka. I don't care what deal the Covenant which is made with our leaders. I'm heading back to the Reach. Secret meetings, vampires. I'm no coward. But there are too many things going on that I don't understand. I want to take back our land and destroy these Nords as much as the next Reachman. But this level of magic is too much for even an old shaman like me. If you know what's good for you, you'll do the same before this enterprise kills you. Ava. A rat? Get away from that body. Where did she go? Aha. Okay. Well, let's keep going. Got him. Got him. So she's leading out, so we'll go back there later. Follow this around. A big old open chamber over here. A book on harrow storms. I still have no idea whether the resulting afflictions represent the ultimate goal of harrow storms, or if they are just an unfortunate result of some more insidious purpose, nor do I know the certainty who is behind the supernatural events. More research is required to determine how the storms go about killing or transforming their victims, and whether or not they may be a way to restore what was taken from them. Time will tell. Anything down here? Something glowing, but I can't tell if that's just a light source. Alright, let's go up top. We're just like, where you go? We going up, or what are we doing? Go down, we go up. Trail of bodies.
They're the Jarl's soldiers.
They're all just scattered now. Oh, Harrow Fiend.
A meager harvest. This grey reliquary must be moved to more fruitful fields. Protect the witch pike. Do not let them destroy it.
Oh, we're coming to destroy it. Destroy it right now.
That's done. Let's tell the Jarl what happened here.
Can't use it. There we go. This allows you to scry for the Sigramor's chosen body marking antiquity. Okay, cool. Now, where's this going to take us? It didn't actually lead us straight out, it is too. I want to see what's over here. I might go back. Lyris has already taken off. That's okay. Wonder if there was anything to read over there. Gotta take a right here. This is a big old chamber too. It wasn't tiny. Nothing over there. The Tower of the Wolf. Nothing, it wasn't flashing at me or anything, so... I've had few opportunities to update my initial corpus on the construction and stylings of my beloved homeland, and even now my quill shakes with curiosity to think that within my lifetime I would be able to put to paper a 5th addendum, and one that involves so illustrious an architectural example as Castle Dower. Yes, loyal readers of my digests, we're familiar with the main keep, the Svartis Donjon, the Temple of the Divines, and the curtain walls that dominate the skylight of solitude. Our High King Svaghrim has seen fit to add another finger to this stone fist, the most ambitious one yet. Though construction only started within the past year and already nears completion, we call the new edifice the Tower of the Wolf, drawing its name from the noble beast that adorns Solitude's heraldry. How impressive! Oh my goodness, come on guys. Can't you see I'm reading here? It's important text. Okay. How impressive it looks sweeping up to the stark sky, dwarfing even Svartis Donjon. I am happy to report that the quarry which furnished the castle's original stone was able to supply what was needed for the construction of the Tower of the Wolf. Reports of the quarry's depletion were apparently unfounded. As excited as I am to discuss the Tower of the Wolf in greater architectural detail, I am unfortunately unable to. Access to the tower has been denied to all but those actively working on the structure. I appealed to the Blue Palace for special exception, given my area of interest, but the bureaucrats rebuffed me. I was undeterred in my appeals, and you can imagine my shock when I received a reply, not from some minor courtier, but from the High King himself. The interior spaces of the Tower of the Wolf must be maintained in secrecy. Given the prying eyes of Joran, the false king, wrote High King Svaghrim, I could not deny his most pragmatic logic, for the tower is ultimately of military value, and yet there is hope. The tower nears completion even as I write this missive. High King Svaghrim will have to wait a moment while I take care of business again. Alright, are we good? You all gonna be quiet for a second? Great. High King Svaghrim continued, and when it is complete, the people of Solitude will understand what an accomplishment this edifice is for our people. We need only wait, my loyal readers. The Tower of the Wolf. Alright, now we can get out of here. Once we sort this out. Alright. To the hall. We should be able to catch up to Lyris as well. Oh, where is Lyris? Oh, she's over here. Right, because she came out. Alright, you came out of the other exit. Maybe it's over there or something. Okay.
No sign of that witch or the reliquary she ran off with. We should get back to the Jarl's Hall.
What do you think we saw down there?
We saw the last stand of what could have been a much larger attack on Morthal. The witch pike in the barrow was the only one that wasn't destroyed before they performed the ritual. Soldiers were caught in the Harrow Storm, but the town was spared.
So that's why the soldiers became Harrow Fiends?
That's what happened in Kilcreath after the storm hit. I'm more curious about the witch, though. Why was that grey reliquary important enough for her to grab it and run off as soon as she spotted us? Come on, let's go talk to Jarl Redharn.
I'll see you at the Jarl's Hall. Just stalling, giving her a little bit of time to get there. Although I know she's already there. She beat me. She's too quick.
And then Mog threw up all over the Sword Thane's boots.
Ha! This orc friend of yours sounds... Ah, your companion's return.
Actually, let's talk to Svanna first. No, can't. Okay.
Well, friend of Svanna, are you as good as your word? Tell me what you discovered at the Morthal Barrow.
A few of your soldiers escaped, but a Harrow Storm claimed everyone in the barrow.
A Harrow Storm? Like the thing the princess was telling me about? The thing that destroyed Kilcreath? Gods! A pox on the Reach and its barbarian horde! What else? What about the Reachmen in the barrow?
We destroyed a witch pike and dealt with a Reachman, but one of the Coven witches got away.
Disappointing, but not unexpected. Reach witches are a tricky lot. Still, you have my thanks. In the meantime, Hjalmar shall prepare for war. We may not have a defense against the Harrow Storms, but we can be ready to attack once we have a target.
As soon as we find out where the Coven leaders are hiding, Svanna will send word.
With you and Lyris' help, we've gained the trust of Jarl Redharn. My father respects the Jarl. That will go a long way in convincing the High King to take the Coven's threat seriously. Now we need to do the same thing at Carthald.
Tell me about Carthald.
Jarl Ulfwen rules the Hold, which was established to provide a defensible border against the Reach. If any of the Western Holds can deal with this threat, it's Carthald. But first, I have one more thing to discuss with Jarl Redharn.
Of course, Princess.
Jarl Redharn, prepare your forces as you say. But we need you in Solitude.
Solitude? I have troubles here in Hjalmarch. Why should I leave when my hold needs me?
High King Svargrim won't listen to us, but he might listen to you.
Get up, Princess. If you think it will help, I'll talk to your father.
Lyris, please escort the Jarl to Solitude.
Of course. What about you?
We need to warn Jarl Ulfwen, so we're going to Carthald. I want to discuss a few details with the Jarl before he heads to Solitude. I'll meet you near Carthwatch, the major settlement in Carthald. There's an inn southeast of town, the Eversnow. Let's meet there.
I've been to Carthwatch, Princess. We're too late. A Harrow Storm has already destroyed the town.
Damn! The Coven's moving faster than I expected. We still need to go there, assess the damage, talk to Jarl Ulfwen or whoever's left that's still in charge. I need at least one more Jarl to talk to my father. Like a moot. He's always enjoyed moots.
Do not worry. I'll provide good counsel to the High King. It's obvious to me that we need to take the Reach threat seriously. By the time I'm done with him, Svargrim will see that too.
Good. Alright. Well, we'll make our way over to the Eversnow Inn then.